algo especial.
Cada vez que la veo, me gusta su meneo. Y me gusta cuando bromeo, cuando me baila y me hace perreo. Porque ella sabe que yo tengo toda su atención. Y no puedo negar lo que siento por ella y lo digo en esta canción. Porque me vuelve loco, ella me vuelve loco. Cuando yo la veo me ciega y me atrapa poquito a poco. Ella me vuelve loco, ella me vuelve loco. Cada día que la veo me tira para arriba, me patina el coco. Cómo baila, cómo se mueve, cómo me mira, loco me tiene, que nadie frene lo que yo siento. Y ahora soy su presa el momento, porque yo no sé cómo puedo negar lo que siento por ella, my friend. Porque a veces pienso que toda la vida encima me pasó un tren. Porque me vuelve loco, ella me vuelve loco. Cuando yo la veo me ciega y me atrapa poquito a poco. Ella me vuelve loco, ella me vuelve loco. Cada día que la veo me tira para arriba, me patina el coco.
Y que me gusta, que me encanta, es que no puedo yo negarla, porque me gusta cómo lo mueve, cómo lo baila, esa cadera, y para arriba, para arriba, para arriba, para arriba, para arriba, para arriba, cho, 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 para arriba, para arriba, para arriba, para arriba, para arriba, hey, que me vuelve loco, 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 y que me vuelve loco, 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 loco,
porque me vuelve loco, ella me vuelve loco. Cuando yo la veo me ciega y me atrapa poquito a poco. Ella me vuelve loco,
Hello, Americas. Again, here we are. I'm so happy and again so excited to share this space with you. So, welcome to your new session for LCPs. I'm so happy. Call all your friends and call all the people that you think that it's a good idea to listen to this session because today we're gonna talk about the strengths and weakness about the people and especially about the LCPs. So I hope that you are very excited. Enjoy this session again, understanding your personal weakness and strengths about you and your experience. Welcome, this again, here I am, Esteban Campo from Colombia. I'm so proud to be here. Remember, I'm part of the MC world of this generation. I'm Colombian again, Colombian, and I need that be on the mood. So please enjoy from the J Balvin style. Woo! Dice el pueblo, but in Colombia, we have another things to share. For example, I have many expressions to refer about something. I don't know, and that expression is really difficult to translate. For example, when you are late, especially if your mom check that you are late for going to arrive to your home. For example, he say "bonita la hora," no? And you say like a beautiful the hours and that means nothing in English, but that an expression in Colombian. Or for example, uy, que oso. That's it like a shame situation when you are shaming, like, oh, what a beer, what a beer. Or maybe when you say something bad and it's like, uy, mijito, calle esos ojos, shut up those eyes. This is an expression that in English, maybe you don't have any idea what it means, but this is an expression. Or, for example, in a conference when you say, come, I tell you, it's not for that. Like, venga, papi, que eso, venga, que no es pa eso. This is maybe in a conference when you say, like, you are a good boy, you are a girl, really beautiful. Oh, let me healthy, mate. Like, déjame sano, weón, déjame sano, parce. Sano is not like healthy, it's like, let me in peace. Please, fuck off. Don't break my peace, okay? This is amazing. This is the amputated gear canyon. Okay, this is not an amputated gear. The name in Colombia, this is a place, a very touristic place in Santander, Cañón del Chicamocha. But Chica is a girl, Mocha is a amputated. Okay, this is a back joke. And look, this is the stop my ball. This is la pare me bola, like paying attention for this session because it's really important to you. But okay, I understand if you don't have any idea of what I'm talking about. This is Colombian expressions, but all the Latin American, all the Americans talk in the same language. When I put that, and we are talk about the soccer team because Latin American and Americans have the best soccer teams on the world. So please, for this check-in, write in the chat box what is the best soccer team for you in Americas. Woo! And tell me why America de Cali is the best. Okay, be proud of you, be proud of your soccer team, because this is the same language. So, previously, in the last chapter of the RPN Adventures, welcome to this display. Oh, the Tigres. Oh, Eric Montemayor dice, la U, Estudiantes de La Plata. Okay, de Nacional. What is the people of the Independiente Medellín, el América de México? Bien. So, previously we talked about the elements. Remember, I was explaining about the role of LCP. This is the Legend of RPM, and we finished with the chapter number 4. What I need for the next month. But we defined that in the Americas have is a region that represented by lead, right? This is the most the best skills that your LCP like network have for this generation. And secondly, you have the represent. Yes, you have this. This is the final result from the survey. You are like the almost the 50% of the network are represented by lead. So pay attention about that because that will set up a behavior for you. And we finished talking about the multiple intelligence. This is another way and another form to see about it is the living diversity because all the people learn about in different kind of different ways to learn or to teach something. Well, to continue, many people continue writing about the soccer team, the River Plate, where is the people from the Boca, come on. To continue, the chapter number 5, about myself aware, okay? So the purpose of this session for you is to delegate to or you understand what are his or her strength and weakness, and how those will affect their entity. Okay, so paying attention, because the self-aware is something very important for this session. It's not about the accept or recognize your strengths or weakness. First of all, we want to take about the root to understand what is the self-aware. What is the self-aware? And this is the volume 2. Well, about the self-aware, this is an LDQ. So remember that this is the LDQ. It's not the LDM that changed like 4 years ago. But are many people talking about this is the LDQ? No, this is the LDQ. Imagine that ISEC, it's a factory, it's a company. That company have a final product in their lines. Yes, we have products like the exchange participants, the trips or the opportunities for the company, or volunteers opportunities. That's the product of ISEC. But the final product, the value proposition of this organization is leaders. Wherever you want, if you want to take it with a trip on an international experience, but we have another type of leaders. That's the people that join to the organization and facilitate the internships. That's as the specifications of that final product. Yes, if you have the final product, a leader, you can find this specification of that person: empowering others, solution-oriented work citizen, and self-aware. Now, the LDM is the model. This is like a, how you say, the secret recipe to build a leader. So this is the okay. I think that this is not the current explanation because the standards and the factions change. But I like this picture because it's plain like a equation. I want to, you see this LDM like an equation. When you zoom the inner and outer journey and the minimum standard satisfaction experience, you can have the final product that this is a leader with that qualities. Okay, now pues the standard satisfactions looks more like this because that change. And the similar, the analogy in with the other people that join to this organization is the minimums of experienced teams, like the team standards we're on. The building, performing, closing phase are the minimums that each person needs for develop leadership in this organization. This is the similar idea. And this amazing thing, I really love that because we can do a completely session explaining what is the challenging environments and all the phases that the people need to cross to develop and show the qualities in this situation. If you had a member that never passed for these phases, maybe that member say like, okay, I don't like this organization because I don't understand what is the challenging environments and what is the challenge that I need to have to show my qualities, okay? Again, our 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 results of that equation is the LDQs, the specification of the final product that leaders that we made. Today, this is important because the people think that lead is just go to make a decision and start to speak like how to communicate something, how to time management. That's not a lead. A lead needs to connect with the LDM and the LDQs. And for today, for this lead, we're gonna talk about the self-aware because the principal point of this is you need to start to self-aware. Okay, so chapter number 5. This is the importance of the molten disk. So in the volume 1, I explain you what is the avatar and the analogy with the LCP. That many people expect about you, the LDQs, you control, you have mastery of personalities and the values, okay? But when I show you the personalities like a I, S, D, and I, you can say like, and C, you can say like, what the fuck is that? Maybe in your entity or in your life and your professional experience, once you talk about the molten disk methodology, the molten disk methodology is something very important that we're gonna take around for this session, because it's one of many tools that you have to implement the self-aware. How is that? For example, you can for understand your self-aware about your skills, your strengths, and your weakness. You can do, for example, a DOFA about you, about your opportunities, and all the things that the DOFA have. You can do that exercise. Maybe you can do a test to understand, for example, the Enneagram. Many people love the Enneagram. Like, oh, what? Which is your Enneagram? You can use that for your boyfriend, your girlfriend. You say, oh, we can be a couple because you have the 6 Enneagram and I the 2. I don't know. Or you can use, for example, a canvas model. Did you see before someone do a canvas model about yourself? It's really interesting, but the last week I did in the one-to-one with my NCP, and one's really interesting. For example, the name of this test is Myers-Briggs. The Myers-Briggs of the 16 personalities is really interesting too, to know which is my personality and how I can work with the people that another personalities they have. And the end is the empathy map. You can do an empathy map about you, and you can say like a fuck, I'm seeing many bad things in my life in this experience. I think that I need to change that. Now you have a level up about your self-aware. Okay, there are many tests. This is a few tools or tests to understand you, but there are many tools, many methodologies. And today I put on the table the Malton disc. So let me know if you know what is the Malton disc, or for what you can use about in the chat box. While I explained, the molten disk is something that a long time ago, William Moulton Marston, this is from United States, a psychologist, developed this theory about the 4 personalities in the 4 colors, and how the behaviors are for the people from one of the type of personality. But this is not an idea from him. Many time ago, this is what is the name? Hippocrates. Hippocrates in Spanish, the translation is really difficult. Hippocrates. He was the father of the medicine. He in his time he say the Hippocrates. There are 4 types of blood, and depends of the type of blood you build behaviors live in the society. And he understand that William Moulton Marston take that idea and classify all the type of people in the Moulton disk that we already know. Okay, so together develop that idea, and the Moulton disk is really important because you can use that to classify your team, for example. Um, to start, you need to know what is your type of personality, because this is really general, and this is not an exactly like whatever test, and you need to define how is the behaviors in your type of personality, and how the people that you are working together responds to that personality. For example, this is I really like because okay, pay attention, because in Spanish the color assigned to each personality change in English. For example, look, this is the explanation in English, and you can see that the dominance in English is green, and in Spanish is red. Okay, so why this is really important? Because like I said, you can understand the behaviors and the people how will respond with the orders or your decisions. For example, the personality the dominance is a person that always wants to have the last word, the decision, to have the determinants to each decision. For example, when you are working together in a department on in your EV, that people always want to be the top one in whatever it takes in the whatever top or ranking. And I don't know, in OGB, the best OGB of country, the best index of people management, talent management. You want to be the best because the results is the most important, and the decision is the thing that they want to see. Okay, let me see. Okay. The secondly is the influence. The people of works many with the inspiration scenarios. In that case, you have this is a person that always want to shine. I always want to speak louder. I want to everyone see what is he doing because he moves many for the people or for the recognition. If you have someone of this personality in your team, it's really difficult that the people was say like congratulations, baby, you are doing your best job. It's really hard. The I can see it. The next one is the or with the that people is the guy when you have a conflict between your EV, you always will is listen that they say, please don't speak louder, making peace, we are a harmony team, please don't fight, because it's really connected with her feelings and the people that always can listen better at the people more than speak. Yes. And the last one is the people that this is really to pronounce conscientiousness or concienzudo in español is the man that always is the rational guy that see the rational guys out to see for example when you have a mistake in your ppts like I don't know the percent is not similar and it's not equals it's not the correct the right sum I don't know it's really rational guy is not now no connect with your feelings because he's connect with her brain to make decisions. This is the four type of people that you can find or you can classify whatever I don't know your team, your family includes your couple. Okay, so look, this is special graphics because hello guys. Okay, the internet stopped the presentation, but the leadership it's unstoppable. Okay, so let's continue with this presentation space. Oh, okay, let's get it on. I was explaining about the different behaviors about each colors or each type of personalities. So look, this is a good picture because I like, okay, remember this is in English, so the D is red, but it's a green. How is the behaviors with each personality in this specific situation? For example, the sales priorities. Now we are an organization that we sales membership. So if you are in a EV process selection or assigning the roles about the people that you have for BEV for the next generation, you can check which is the personability in that person, and you can preview how will be it's really focused on results. Many people competency, and is really focused on actions. Okay, and this is another one. This is the broad content priorities, and this is the people that maybe have to deal with the situation in terms of the membership, or maybe what is happening with the membership about the strategies, how is the NPS, how is the experience that he is receiving. For example, the C and the S, the people of the balance and the consciousness are many focus on this experience, because work with the stability, objectivity, and the harmony for that to deal with the membership. Okay, so now maybe this is the first time that you have you know what is the disc or molten disc. Maybe for example in Colombia we talk many about the molten disc and how this works with the developing qualities in ISEC. But if you don't, please, I want to check this link. This is a short disc. It's many simple. This is just 12 questions to define which is your color, your personality, because we need it to this section. So please go to this link. Pay attention. Remember here, this is an example of the answer that you will have in this link. Here, in this example, this is the dominance, the first one, and this is the priority. First one, secondly, the next one, and this is the last one. On the left you will find the personality that is more you show easier. Okay, so please take this information for the next exercise, but first one I want to go to this link and do the test. Please, for this we have 5 minutes, and go. Please on the studio help me with the music for these 5 minutes. Thanks. Guys, so I hope that you finish this test. If not, please continue doing, because we need it to the of this last time. Remember this in the last session? My Rose asked me, well, I want to go to this link and put your information about the which is your disk. Remember this example. Um, D is in green, but it means the red in Spanish. I want to have the Spanish version and put in this link, which is the result of you about your disk test. Okay, for this we're gonna have 2 minutes. Okay.
Déjame curarte este mal de amores. Me duele verte llorar. Oye, él te trata mal, yo te traigo flores. Dame una oportunidad. Él te jura un falso amor, es un abusador. Juega con tu corazón, sabes decir que no. ¿Cómo decirte que te quiero? Que muero por tu amor. Yo no he perdido la ilusión, ni el tiempo ni la razón. Oye, déjame curarte este mal de amores. Me duele verte llorar. Oye, él te trata mal, yo te traigo flores. Dame una oportunidad. Tu cuerpo y el mío juntitos bailando. Tu boca y la mía felices gozando. Vas moviendo la cintura, me sube la temperatura. Yo te regalo mi universo, ya no lo pienses más. Oye, déjame curarte este mal de amores. Me duele verte llorar. Oye, él te trata mal, yo te traigo flores. Dame una oportunidad. Déjame decirte, mami, una cosita. Yo te doy lo que tú necesitas. Solo quiero que tú seas mía. Quiero hacértelo. La luna yo te bajaré. Mi corazón te lo daré. Conmigo vas a enloquecer. Yo quiero estar contigo. Oye, déjame curarte este mal de amores. Me duele verte llorar.
Okay, guys. So let me check because I want to see which is the oh, Robert. How is the answers to you? Because remember we are a lead network in this moment. Let's gonna check how was your answers. Okay, in this moment we have just one of the response. This is in a stickness. This is the balance guide. The connected with your feeling. I hope that you can put okay. This is the second response. These have a conscience business guy. This is the guy connected with the rational part. Please continue doing this exercise because it's really important for what? For example, this let's gonna continue for the chapter number 7. This is what a level this, bro. Because in Colombia, like I told you, this is really normal to talk about the THT or sorry for the molten disk because here we have a THT company specialized to work on the molten disk. This is the talent system. The setup of the company is how they can help to the companies to work better like in teams, how to be on order about the how to delegate on share instructions functions between all the employers, guys that work in the specified company. For example, they work with Coca-Cola or P&G, that's a big companies, and they do a really good job. Why? For example, they have an article that is able in ebook. This is the La Técnica del Camaleón, or technique of the chameleon. This is really important to understand. Know only which is your personality, is more than how you can behave with each personality. For example, the guy they put the consciousness personality, how you can use that information with the LCBP that is a red type personality, and what is they expect about you. For example, you can bring the control situation to them because that motivate himself about the I don't know an EV meeting, or maybe to take a decision about the strategy on the customer flow, about the bottleneck in the league, about the opens to and the conversion rate to contact all the people. I don't know, because he wants the speeds, he wants to take there, he wants the pragmatic. That is the first example about the all combinations that you can have with all the personalities, and that is the technique of the chameleon. So please, this is a little example for to see. Look, this is this is my THT or my molten disk. This is the report that about the partnership designed to us. Look, it's really different comparison with the exercise that you did. You have more information. It's not only about your general disk. For example, in my case, is yellow west is the inspiring or the enthusiasm. I have a guy that wants to take the attention of the people for that screen, and I do many full things that explain many things. Okay, that personality behaves in or change depends of the situation. For example, this is my style of communication. I have the second personality that it's more show I can show easier to me. It's the red one. This is the dominance because I want to have the control of the situation. And look, there are many situations with this report that the company designed to us, like my style of leadership, how I can shape for the changes, how I can deal with the conflict, how I can the management of my team. Look, this is not the only thing that you can find. It's you can check too how is your abilities. For example, your intelligence and values regarding your personality, and how you can show that you can use for manage your team. There are many adjectives that describes the behaviors about you, which is the most the most representative to you. There is this is another kind of report because you not only want to know which is your personality, you need more information, and this report give you. Okay. For example, look, this is another kind of report that you can use to make the molten disk about your team. I don't have any fucking idea how this company use, but it is. For example, this is the okay. This is sensitive information. This is the THT about the MC World, my team. We are a team that have a dominance personality like a team, and you can know how is the how is the relation between each person in the team. How is, for example, the level that they can easier show your personality between in a confidence place or a place where the competence. Okay, so this is a good report. Is a good way to have and to understand how you can be a better LCP or better LCPP with your team. So this is the first part of the exercise. Okay, so look please this book and look the methodology. ISEC in Colombia have a gift for you because surprise, because all the people that check that use the link in the my Rose LSP, with you put your information about your disk, will be have for free this report, this thing, because the partnership is for Colombia, but fuck off. This partnership is for all America. So please put your information and I will give you all the report complete with all the descriptions about all this challenging environment that you have and which is your this representation in that moment. Okay, so it's to you. Please use it. When you have your team, if you want, give you the same link for the THT, and I will give you, I don't know where, I think in January, which is the this about your team. So for you guys, use it. Remember, this is the focus of this session is understand your personal weakness and strengths. This is about your self-aware. You remember that you have the steel road. Okay, this is in this link you can find the answers. You can put your email. I don't know, but you can look how is the LCP network behaved about this generation, which is the color, which is the this of this network, and will be help you how to make IR, for example, how to make to work together with another local community that have the red behaviors in your LCP like me. Okay, so use chapter number 7, the real point of this. Remember, this is 2 volumes. This is the number 2. And the first one, we talk about the represent, manage, and lead situation, and you recognize which is your strength and your weakness in front of that. And today we talk about the molten disk. But all of this is just information or data. For example, what the fuck is data? You can know that in this moment we have 34 people connecting with this session, but I don't know what the people is. For example, if I know that there are 20 Brazilian, 4 Colombians, 3 Argentinians, that's information. When you classify in your data and you say that, okay, it's not just people, there are more than people. And when you connect that information, you have knowledge. For example, in this session, I have the 3 top local committees in America. Look at this session, and now I know I have more than information. I have knowledge because I can work with that for make a better session and better words for this space. And when you connect that knowledge and you understand that, okay, this is the top 1 and this is the top 3, how they, which is the difference between that to make a better session, and you connect that, you pass from the insight to the wisdom, you had a good manage of the information for this space, for this session. This is the example, no more. But more than the wisdom, when you use that information, that knowledge, you have the insight, and you make wisdom, you got the impact. Because you use that information to take decisions that make an impact for the experience, for the society, for your experience, for your family, for your country, for your city, whatever you want, whatever that the kind of data you have. In this moment, you have the information not only of what is your strength in lead management represent, or not only what which is your type of personality you have. Now, what are you gonna do with that information, or what are you gonna do with that information when you have your team or your local committee? This is the real point of these 2 sessions. So please, that's the first step of this road is your self-aware. When you know what is your strength and your weakness, you take better decisions. It's not only better, the right decisions for any situation that you will have, like the manage, the lead, and represent your local committee. So this is the final chapter. So please do it. Just don't stay like, oh, this is a good test. This is a good information, bro. Use this information, and not tomorrow, not the next week. Use now and put in your notebook. I don't know if you have, or your laptop, that what I am gonna do with this information to create a better team for my local community, because your city and your society deserves. This is the point of that. It's not only a session, and it's not only listen the Colombian boy that scream that leadership is the most important in the world. You need to do it now. You need to transform that information in a strategy to build a better executive board for you. Okay? So remember, we are America's region. We broke borders for American. So please enjoy that. Enjoy the conference. Check out, babies, and see you later. Thank you very much.